something behind here.
Rolling ball.
Oh, Dad found that on the ground at the yard sale this morning. He gave it to me. He gave it to me. Hello, guys.
What's up? Hey-o. Michael Scott.
Until Jennifer that I like a new bike. She got a exercise bike for her exercise area.
She's doing really well.
Yeah. Hey, Booga and Tim. He said, "What's up, Crash?" Yeah, you put quotations around Crash. So I had like a fresh batch of shirts. If you guys don't know, what day was that I filled?
Tuesday?
Maybe Tuesday. I was coming out of our shop and I missed a step, stepped wrong. The day before I was really off and kind of clumsy, more than usual. Anyways, I had a fresh batch of screen printed shirts, of course, that were white in my hand. And then in the other hand, I had a full glass of iced coffee. So those two don't really mix. And so Tim, you guys had some shirts in my hand, and I was worried that they were going to be a new natural tie-dye, but they came out good. So they shipped out today.
Coffee blotched.
Yeah. Yeah. A new natural,
Which you
organic.
I mean,
tie-dye.
You're a big deal is coffee.
Yeah.
If people don't know.
Yeah.
And she got our oldest daughter into coffee as well, heavily into coffee. And that's what she does now. She went to college for many years. And
Scott, thank you so much for your super chat. Let's start this off right. Yeah, so she went to college.
Thank you, Mr. Willett.
She
appreciate that, dude.
What do you call that? A barista?
Barista, yes. Mm-hmm. Thank you, Scott. We do appreciate that so much. Hope you're doing well, and we hope Kelly's doing well as well.
Yeah. So she kind of has a coffee habit also now.
Yeah, so I actually rode...
Speaking of that, let me get a drink of my coffee.
So I rode down yesterday to Russellville, Arkansas. That's where Jasmine went to college, and she graduated. I do want to give a big old shout out to Jasmine Elizabeth because she graduated with a 3.8.
Very impressive.
Yeah, so she is done with Russellville. So she's done her extent that she can there in the college. And now she's just chilling out and working down there. She got a really cool job at a coffee shop down there.
Yeah.
And doing really good. So good job, Jasmine. I rode down, like I said, yesterday to Russellville. Rained the whole way, had heavy wind. Still an amazing ride. And stayed with her last night. And I came back early this morning.
Which is kind of really pretty because, you guys were in Northwest Arkansas. Russellville is what? How many miles?
It is somewhere around 80 miles.
Okay. South of us. Mm-hmm. And so you got to go through Jasper and the St. Francis National Forest and stuff like that.
Those
so
are
a lot
National
of
forests, and you go through a couple. If you've seen a post that I posted yesterday, it's on a lookout over through there on Highway 7. The rain and the wind was still blowing. We have video of it, so it was really gusting, really heavy. It cleared just for a minute, and I got to pull over there, clean my glasses, and I got a chance to get the peak of the gorgeous valley that we have. And on that little wall there, I remember a kid standing up there and, doing a whole pose. And so I actually got to do that yesterday, and that was, and there was nobody around. Highway 7 nobody was out. And if you've ever rode 7 down through there, you'll just be hauling ass down through there, and then they'll have a stop sign, a solar-powered stop light out there, and you have to stop because there's a couple places in the road that is totally washed out now. So you go down to one lane, and they're working on it. They're always working on that road. Also, I seen a dude pissing on the side of the road.
Oh, really?
Yeah. There was 4 dogs at different places.
Normal.
Yeah. So if you're riding the Ozarks, everybody says, what do you need to watch out for? I would say dogs laying in the middle of the road.
Yeah. Yeah.
Quite
We
a few
have a
dogs.
lot of dogs that are very comfortable with our roads.
Yeah.
So
and
it's
they're not scared.
Yeah. Certain times of the year, you have to really watch out for deer, especially at dawn or dusk. But dogs. Yeah. They just want to.
Yeah, and then I was coming back. We had heavy rain, a lot of storm that morning, Thursday, which was yesterday morning. No. Is that right? Yes. Wednesday.
Yeah.
So we had a really heavy storm that rode through about 6, 7, 8 o'clock. And I'd really taken it easy over there because we have a lot of gravel that washes across the road.
Mm-hmm.
And I did really well. Now, this morning I got on it and we're getting that road glide broke in. I was opening it up a little bit and I was hauling ass around the corner and came up around and it was just a gravel bar out in the road. And I hit that and I didn't tell you about that.
No, you did not tell me about this.
Butthole pucker up.
I bet.
Gravel road, all of a sudden, whoop, you're back to it.
Yeah, that stuff's a little dangerous. And turtles. Yes, Mike Myers.
No shit, dude. There's been a ton of turtles out.
Yeah.
Oh.
And oh gosh.
That's right.
So the other day I was going into town and around a curve, just right up here by this church, a guy in a truck had pulled off, like not even pulled off of the road yet. Like he was still half-ass in the road to save a turtle. And I'm all about saving the turtles. But I almost like smacked the rear end of his truck.
Okay, so
to save a turtle.
Yesterday, I was going up to the dogs. I got into Russell, and there was a couple of dogs out in the road, and it opens up to a couple 2 lanes. Once again, a little white Prius was in front of me, and stops. The dogs are out of the way. You could get around the dogs fine. Stops to look at the dogs. I guess I don't know. So, there again, I had places to go. I could get on around them, but still, I'm like, what the? So anyway.
Yeah, we are just having a little ranting session.
I had a birthday Monday.
I didn't get to go with you yesterday.
Oh, you're going to keep talking over my birthday. Go ahead.
Yeah, so I didn't get to go with him down to Russellville yesterday. I worked late last night, and then I got to get up at 5:30 this morning and go yard selling with my mom and my aunt that's in town.
Yeah, so we have a citywide yard sale.
Yes, we had a citywide yard sale today and tomorrow, like you guys care.
It's kind of cool. I mean, there's a yard sales everywhere around here now.
I did find some goodies.
And while I was down in Russellville, Jasmine took me around some junk shops because we absolutely love junk shops, and we'll stayed hours and hours in there. And I did find something for Stephanie, and I was going to show you guys. I thought it was cool. I mean, Define. She's always painting wrenches, so I got her a wrench.
A wrench.
Isn't that cool?
It is really freaking badass, and it's heavy, and I don't know. I'd like to know what they use this on, where it came from.
Yep. There's nothing on it. There's a 10. It says 10.
Because it's a 10 millimeter.
Jesus.
On steroids.
Yeah, so that was kind of cool. Monday, like I was going to say, and Steph just went ahead and talked over me, but it's okay. I was a birthday boy Monday.
Yes, and you turned 21.
Sure did.
Happy birthday.
Thank you. I'm 43 years old, mofos.
43.
43.
43. And I baked him a cake.
Sure did.
Thank you guys for that super chat. Mike Myers. 2 is for TJ's birthday. 8 is for Steph because she's got to put up with you. Thank you, Mike. Thank you.
It was good seeing you on last weekend as well. That was fun.
Yes. And 9 millimeter James. Thank you so much. He says happy birthday.
Thanks, brother. It's good to see you guys. Thank you so much for super chats. It means a lot to Steph and I. Thank you for that birthday. I had a shit ton of people wish me happy birthday and well wishes, and it was like overwhelming. It was a lot, and I really do appreciate that, guys. It's not a big deal. Like I didn't even talk about my birthday at all this year, but usually I'm like, what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? I didn't even really talk about it.
Yeah.
I think it's just getting to that point where we're just like,
Well, we got a
lot going on.
Yeah. That is true.
So,
but we did have a pretty good 40th party for you too.
Oh yeah, we did.
And that was fun. So I would say, 45, we need to have another big.
I'll be on a 45.
You'll be on a 45.
Yeah, so 40th birthday, we had a little bash here at the house, and we had quite a few people show up of a diverse crowd.
It was a lot of fun.
It was a lot of different people here.
It was a lot of fun.
A lot of people looking at each other like, can we smoke this in front of them? Can we drink this in front of them?
Yeah, we had.
It was cool.
Yeah, yeah.
Do you want to catch up on anything over there before we get off on everything else?
Yes, someone said, Randy said, happy birthday, Broken Rubbers. Laugh out loud. And then Writing Hope said, good things Trojans break or I wouldn't have been born.
Hey, guys, I was thinking about that too. It was like, I don't know, a couple of days ago. We are all just walking orgasms.
Kind of, I guess.
Well, I mean, somebody had to enjoy themselves for a moment for us to be here. So we are really created out of joy, love.
We're created out of love. Yes.
Something.
Let's see. Yes, everyone's saying happy birthday. Happy birthday. Smitty, it's good to see you on here.
That's Smith.
And Jim Frozen, thank you so much for that super chat.
Thank you, Mr. Frozen.
Thank you.
Cool ass name.
Also, yes. And also, I got your email. So I should be doing that tomorrow for you. Let's see.
Okay, so we're just gonna kind of get into stuff, I guess. You get on?
Yeah. What do you want to start about? You want to talk about the writing season, or do you want?
We can do that. I do that too, and I do want to touch on our map. Gray Wolf, Michael. He's working on our map as well. We talked We talked earlier on the phone. He's been working 12, 13, 14-hour days. They've been covered, of course, with all the COVID and everything going on. And I talked to him. He said he would like to get a little bit more things ironed in. And he could do something this evening. And I told him don't. Because I wanted to spend a little bit more time on it. Because he was wanting to give a little bit, spend a little bit more time on it. Yeah. And we're going to talk about this next week. We'll be able to launch it. And he's going to put together like a little presentation for us. So we can walk us through everything. Okay.
Yeah, that'd be good. I really haven't. I mean, I've looked at it just like a couple of times.
Yes. So a lot of people have asked us for that. So Gray Wolf, call him Gray Wolf. He has been working on it just like everybody else. A lot of things are going on. He lives up in Cleveland, right outside of Cleveland. So there's a tremendous amount of stuff going on up there, as you guys know. So be patient a little bit, but he's going to put together like a presentation, like I said, so he can walk us through the whole thing. It's going to be pretty cool.
Okay. Yeah, I like that. That'd be awesome.
Yes.
Let's see. Do you want to catch up about last weekend? Last weekend
was badass. It was. It was the first weekend that we have been out since COVID.
Yes, and it was a long time coming. Yes. It felt so nice to be not just out of the house, but also surrounded with a lot of other like-minded people and enjoying a lot of bikes. They had a huge turnout.
Fuck. So they had Street Machine Nationals canceled in Springfield, Missouri. So when the Post put this together, they didn't know this and everything. They had I don't know how many trucks they had out, but there was a shit ton.
I would say
quite a few bikes.
I would say probably 150.
Oh yeah. Yeah. And a good time. They had a lot of different bands there. They've got a really cool setup, cool trophies. If you guys seen our live last weekend, you can see what we're talking about. And plus we got to see a lot of our buddies. A lot of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 ornery asses. Mm-hmm. So some of you guys came out and seen us, and we got to hang out. That was fun as hell.
Yeah, we got to hang out with Mike Myers and Laura. Mm-hmm. And then also Booga and Matt Scott. And I'm probably forgetting some people too.
Yep, we got to meet a lot of cool people as well.
Oh gosh, yeah.
Ton of interesting characters.
And Josh. So on one of our videos that was the Cave City Bike Show from last year. We did a little interview during that video of a chopper that was there in the show. And the guy who had it, we had just met there.
Actually, I was wore out because we went out the night before and we set out till like 3 o'clock in the morning.
Way too late.
We were supposed to be there at 9. We ended up there at like 11. It was inside. It was really cool in the fairgrounds building. And his old chopper was sitting over there, and I was wanting to talk to the dude. I didn't know who it was, so I actually curled up beside his bike and went to sleep. And then he walked over there, and
you were determined to wait there until he
came
back.
I put the 511 backpack there, and I fell asleep. So he has done a lot of work on it this last year too, with a lot of copper accent, a lot of engraving, and
so he was there
with the bike. So if you've seen a bike hardtail on my story, and he's riding off, little white one, he hand drew all of his art on the side of his tank.
Oh, I didn't know that.
You didn't? He did it with a pencil.
I didn't know that.
Yes.
That's badass.
He did a lot of engraving too. He is a weasel.
Oh, I didn't know that either.
Yeah. So he's got a lot of. If we do show that, you're going to see some of that on there because we're going to put a video together about the experience that we had there.
Yeah, and it's so pretty too. I mean, you don't really feel like you're right in the middle of Springfield.
No shit.
Because, yeah, it's a pretty area, and it's secluded and it's quiet. Yeah. I'm going to turn this fan off. So,
yeah, last weekend was great. It was the first night that we got to stay in Van Gogh. And Van Gogh did very well. We've got a lot of damn work to do on that van, though. So Steph drove it, and I rode Maxwell House, and Maxwell House did really good. I've got a few things I need to iron in on it, like everything else, but she ran good. I've been riding it this week as well. The road glide's doing really good. Today, I'm pushing. We'll go up Tuesday and get the full service for the 1,000-mile break-in. We'll do that Tuesday. So today I'm getting up there close. I opened it up a little bit today. And it runs good. I think we need to put it on a dyno and get it tuned.
Yeah.
But it runs very well.
Yeah. So if you guys aren't familiar with what happened, the road glide, you want to tell them?
What, 8, 9, 10 weeks ago now?
Mm-hmm.
The road glide, the engine blew up on the M8. So we went through all that and finally got the engine, all that through the COVID. And the only thing, Denny's got her motor in. Mm-hmm. And so we got Maxwell House going like almost the same day. Crazy how that worked out.
Yes.
Just about kind of timing. So I've been, it's horrible. I've been having to ride 2 bikes. The road glide.
That's horrible.
And the chopper.
No one should ever have to do that.
I have to decide when I go ride a bike now.
You have decisions now.
I have decisions.
So complicated.
Totally 2 different worlds. Absolutely love it.
And B&B Ventures, thank you so much for your super chat.
Hey,
they said happy birthday.
Thank you so much for that super chat, and I appreciate that so much. Thank you.
And speaking of that, I've got Jack as our little spotlight on our Facebook page. So we have a private Facebook group for our members, and every so often I'll change the cover photo. So I just changed it to one of y'all's photos of your adventures with Jack sitting there. That's their little dog.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's pretty cool too. So we'll just pick a picture and put it up there as a profile, basically.
Yeah.
There's a cover page or the cover picture.
Yeah.
I guess that's what you'd call it.
Photo. And then also Rhino and Derby Ride, thank you so much. Rhino's birthday was Monday the 1st. Happy Friday on their asses, and happy birthday, TJ. Hope it's a good one. And remember to stay ornery.
No shit, man. You couldn't say it any better. Happy fucking birthday, man.
So you guys share a birthday.
Hell yeah. Geminis. Good luck with that.
That's fun.
Yeah, it's cool. I think I'm off here. I always go a little too high, but I think there was 4 people that said they had birthdays the same day as I did.
Yeah, or they said like their mothers or their sisters. Yeah, it was pretty cool.
Really, really, really cool.
Wow, that was a baby making day.
Yeah, got right in there and made that baby.
Well, I guess 9 months earlier was a baby making day.
Yeah, baby having day.
Yeah, we've talked about that thing a lot today.
You just made, what was that?
Oh, goodness. Oh, Matt Griffin, you said that your wife's birthday is June 1st.
No shit.
Everybody.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Super cool. Well, happy birthday. Isn't that neat?
Pretty cool.
It is.
So, yes, we've got the 1,000-mile service coming up on the Road Glide.
We'll do that Tuesday. We'll be up there at Denny's somewhere around 9 o'clock. So
yes.
if any of y'all want to come see us at Denny's on Tuesday, let us know. We'd love to see you. On Tuesday, I'm kind of weird, but
what's that song?
If I had
drunk on a Tuesday.
If I had $1 million, I'd buy you a monkey.
No, on the Tuesday.
Tuesday.
That song.
Totally Tuesday.
No, just never mind.
I don't know what you mean.
Yeah. Let's see. Okay, so we're having to have, or we're not having, we're getting the service on the Road Glide done Tuesday because what's happening this weekend.
Which weekend? This coming weekend?
Yes, this coming weekend.
Okay, so we need to get out on the road. We've sat here and talked and waited, and we've all been waiting on it. Let's get the fuck out on our bikes and let's ride.
Oh, Matt, you nailed it. He said Topless Tuesday. Sorry, guys.
We need that.
Okay.
We need that for sure. Oh, speaking of that, we tried to go to Titty Bar Saturday night and it's closed.
Yes.
That turned into a hell of a night.
Yeah, it did.
So, getting back to what I was saying is we are going to get the Road Glide service and then we'll take out Wednesday and we're going to head down to the Keys. So we're going to go down to Florida and I don't know how far, but I'd like to ride all the Keys. That's what I'm thinking. And we got a good opportunity because there's a poker run there.
Yeah, so it's called Soaked and Sore Ass Poker Run, I think.
Yeah.
Something like that.
So it's Florida. Let's make sure we get everything right here.
Yeah, Soaked and Sore Ass Poker Run.
I have a picture, so I don't.
It is the 13th, and I think it's right around 300 miles one day. I think they're making like 7 stops.
7, yes. It's 7 stops right there.
Yeah.
You can read those.
So we're going to start in Clearwater, Florida, and we've got a couple of friends down there too because this would be a really, really long ride for just a poker run, but it's going to give us also a reason to get out, but visit with some friends and
ride the Keys.
Ride the Keys.
Yeah. Never have. So
it's the 23rd annual. It's a 7-card poker run, 300 plus miles one way. We're going to start in Clearwater, Florida. We're going to stop at a couple of different Harley dealerships along the way. So we've got Sarasota, Florida, Port Charlotte, Florida, Fort Myers, Florida, Everglades City, Florida, and then Florida City. And then we're going to end up, and I don't know how you say that word.
How do you say that?
I want to spell it.
Okay.
Islamorada.
Brewery.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Somewhere down in there around past Key Largo, maybe. I don't know. I haven't really looked at the map.
Right.
But I think that's going to be awesome.
Yes.
And then I guess we'll probably stay a night or two or something. And then we would like to ride on down. I think it's Highway 1 that goes all the way down through there.
We'll ride the Keys.
Yeah.
Awesome. So we just heard that the bridges had just opened a week or so ago. So we don't know how everything's going to turn out, of course, with the COVID shit. And I don't know. We're just going to go. It's time to go. So, yeah, we just decided that. We got some buddies that are like, hey, we're on the way. You can crash here and get rested up, and then we can do the poker run. So we're riding, 1,000 miles to do a poker run. So it gives us, that's what's up. So I'm really looking forward to that too. We've talked about this for a long time when we're down in Florida riding the Keys.
Yes, we have. Sorry, I'm just trying to catch up on some comments here.
Let Steph catch
So
up.
the Badgers, yes. So it's the Bert's Black Widow Harley there in Port Charlotte. Yes. LZ Harrison has said, just join in who's having a birthday because his birthday is tomorrow.
Well, happy birthday, man. I had a birthday Monday. I turned 21. And then apparently a shit ton of us had birthdays or had loved ones that did. So happy birthday, man. Very cool.
Very, very cool.
And I guess, you know, if somebody's tuning in, they don't know who the hell we ought to tell somebody.
Yeah, so...
Do you want to do that this time?
Oh, gosh, I'm going to tear this shit up
and
make it a mess.
All right, let's do the intro to who we are. Now, go.
Can I get a drum roll?
Come
on.
Okay, let's see.
So, we are the Ornery Ones. Oh, you're making the thing shake.
That's what I do.
Making the earth move.
Under your feet.
Making the house rock.
Hey.
I'm the Honor Squad, and this is the Ornery One. So, together we travel and do different adventures on our road glide, and then he's also got a chopper. We now have a van. We're proud owners of a van. Yeah. So, I can't really, well, I don't know. What would you just, in a nutshell, explain overall?
Hi, I'm TJ Thompson. This is Stephanie Thompson.
No, in a nutshell.
Oh, I was wanting to do the whole thing. In a nutshell, we're just
overall.
We're just two ordinary fuckers out here making our way through life, showing you our adventures while we do it.
I was gonna say I like ordinary fuckers.
Yeah,
I like that.
And on top of it, we're ornery.
Ornery, ordinary fuckers.
Just trying to make our ass grow.
Yes.
So
Rose, thank you so much for your sticker.
Oh, you. Good to see you, girly.
Very cute.
Very cute. I don't know what the hell that is.
Ordinary fuckers for the win. Thank you, Sherry.
Faux show.
Thank you.
Yes. So, and with that being said, along our way in our life, we try to do good and show love and love each other.
Yep. So if you're not familiar, I did have a brain tumor and had emergency brain surgery. Well, now it's been almost 6 years.
Yeah.
I was thinking about that yesterday. That's a long. Time's gone by fast. So we had a lot of people in our community that stepped up and helped us. And so now in return, we'd like to do the same for others. So we do have a nonprofit. We're a 501(c)(3), and we do a nonprofit, or we do a pay it forward just throughout the year, usually at different bike rallies and events, just to kind of show love and appreciation, especially in return for what has been done for us.
Absolutely. So we just go wherever we're at, and we let people tell us who needs a hand up, and we do the best we can. We draw awareness to their situation. And with that being said, a few weeks ago, we had a spontaneous pay it forward here
out of nowhere
on YouTube. So we raised the money, and we were waiting to get the money in. We have the money in. We have not did the pay it forward, and we're going to do the pay it forward next week. I have no idea who we're going to pay it forward to, but we're going to find somebody or some people, family. We're going to do it on the road as we're moving. So that's where I'm going to ask for your call of action here. We're talking about riding. We're leaving the Ozarks, and we're riding down to Florida. So we can draw up kind of a map of where we're going. If you guys know of anybody that could use a little bit of love, let us know, and we will do a pay it forward sometime next week on the road. And we'll get back to our roots, you know, traveling, spreading the love.
Yeah, it feels like it's been forever since we've been able to. I mean, last weekend with the bike car show at the Post, it was an overall good feeling. But yeah, it's going to be nice to be back on the road.
Yeah, and that was really weird for me because, like, some people came to see us, and we rode in, and then we got there on Friday night and stayed the night. There wasn't very few. It was fewer people there. And the show was Saturday. We got up that morning, and we're hungry. So we got the chopper and we ran down and ate, and we went to some junk stores and found some cool shit too. And when I came back, it was all full.
I know, it was odd.
And people, when we parked, people, came up and talked to me, and it took me a minute. I couldn't. We have been home long enough where it fucked with me.
Yeah, it was kind of different.
I couldn't get, I was trying to. It was a shell shock in a sense.
I would say something that was really different for me is, this was the first rally that we went to that we both were not on a bike. I drove the van to the post in Springfield, and you were on the chopper. So it was like, it didn't feel like we were going to a bike event.
And we were doing a shakedown with the chopper. We just picked it up, and I rode 45 miles up to Springfield.
Yeah.
And it was the first time we really drove the van.
Yeah. So it was just odd. It was odd.
Yeah. So, we were really, we had a lot of equations going on there.
Yeah. Especially getting back into the routine of everything. Gilbert, thank you so much for your sticker. And got that hippo going on.
Thank you, sir. We appreciate that so much.
I wonder if he's wearing camo.
I don't know. I don't know what he's doing over to the side either.
He's like,
is that
I don't know what he's doing. And then he's like, dude.
A little this and a little bit of that and a little bit of this.
Gosh.
Yeah, so it was a little different for us. And like I said, it took me a minute. I had to kind of apologize to people because I was trying to, I guess, gain my composure and try to get, and we, like I said, we had a lot going on.
Yeah.
But, yes. You want to say?
No, did you want to continue on? I was just going to catch up on some comments.
I think we should.
Okay. A lot of people are excited. So, Matt, you said that you'd actually went to the Keys. Your wife. That's awesome. SJ Mud Turtle Cruises. Since having the brain tumor, do you have any effects still left from the tumor that are permanent or temporary? Yes. So although it's been almost 6 years, November will be 6 years, still have some issues with my equilibrium and my balance. Some days it's just off. Some days are fine. Over the beginning of the week, it was kind of an off day that I had. And then the very next day on one step, I just didn't land right. I don't know.
She fucked up her foot.
Yeah.
It's doing pretty good. But so I noticed that, yes, so she does have some, and they warned us about this. The thing that they talked about, and this is so crazy. So we found out on a Thursday. She'd been having headaches, going to a doctor down here that's basically a vet. Horrible doctor. Said she just had a sinus infection. So when they did the x-ray, they could see something here. Well, actually, what they were seeing something back here in her fourth ventricle, and it was a tumor about that big. I don't know. And it was in her fourth ventricle on top of her spine, so it was growing and cutting off the flow of her spinal fluid. So it was killing her. So when she came home Thursday, she couldn't remember how she got home, or couldn't talk, couldn't walk. So I drug her to the truck, got her to the emergency room, and I said, listen, fuckers, something's got to be done. And I got pissy, and we had a moment, and but they did MRI, CAT scans, and then finally a doctor came in and sat down and said, well, I got something to tell you. We found something. And it's to do with your brain, and you're going to go tomorrow. We've already got you in a doctor in Springfield to see a neurologist, specialist, surgeon, however they put it. So we're like, what the? Then they wouldn't tell us what it was. So we got up early the next morning. We headed to Springfield. We see Dr. Mace, super cool surgeon, and they did their test on her. He came in about an hour and a half later, set us down, and said, listen, guys, he said, you got a brain tumor. It's in your fourth ventricle. You're dying. We can shoot you up with radiation, and put radiation to it, and it may take it down, but it's just going to slowly kill you. Leave it in, you're going to die. We can do the surgery, and we'll do the surgery Monday, and you had a 50-50 chance of making it. And he said that when you do make it, if you do make it, and he was very straightforward with us, super weird and unreal. But he was blunt, and he said, you make it through it, you may have memory loss, you may not have equilibrium, you may have hearing loss. It was because they went in and split the cerebellum on her brain. So they drilled a hole about that big. He showed me the anchors that they use. The dude made tons of money off these anchors. So they drilled a hole in her skull, and they went in there and split the cerebellum, 2 lobes on the bottom of your brain. They split those and pulled them apart and went in there. And there's a little membrane that they cut, and they cut it out, pulled it out. Then we waited 24 hours for a biopsy, and it came back. It was non-cancerous. It is a citrobacillus. Can you say it?
It's a pilocytic astrotoma
tumor. Yeah. So
about the size of a marble.
She probably had it her whole life, and it just something caused it to grow.
Yeah, that was something strange too, because they said that the type of tumor that I had is more common in children under the age of 13. So they think that I may have had it all my life. Just something triggered it to start growing rapidly and cutting off circulation to all my limbs and stuff. But
so we went through the surgery.
Yeah.
And they took her back. They did the surgery. We waited. They called us. So he did warn me. He said, TJ, if you go back there,
So, yeah, we had surgery. I don't remember anything except for whenever they took me back to the operating area and asked me what type of music I wanted to listen to. And I told them Hank 3. So I wanted to listen to Hank 3, and I think the song Mississippi Mud. And then the next thing I know was I was waking up, and they had given me so much pain medicine all at once.
Which you don't react to that good anyway. You were throwing up beforehand. They should have known that.
Yeah. So I just woke up from surgery throwing up. And of course, like this whole side of my head is, all the back of my head is all swollen and bandaged up, and it's just been operated on. So
it was hurting like hell.
Yeah. Yeah.
They got me back there. They warned me. I said, well, TJ, she may not know who you are. But the first thing they said that.
Yeah. I asked for you. Yeah. Right from the beginning. I needed to see you. Now I'm going to cry. I don't ever cry on this stuff. Okay. Yeah.
So we got through that. She did have some.
So I was in the hospital for 8 days.
Yeah, you had a leak.
I had a spinal leak.
So, and what the deal was is she had a tube that came down the back of her head into her skull, and then it came out the back of her, in her back, actually, and it drained. So what happened is that membrane, as I understand, it didn't seal, they didn't get it sutured right, I don't know. But when she set up, she'd get majorly sick, start throwing up, having headaches, we have to lay her back down. And they said, well, if this doesn't heal, then we're going to have to go back in there.
Yeah, because when they would set me up, it was just the pressure. And it was like the most pain that the only thing I could compare it to was childbirth. And I think it was more painful than childbirth. And I was every time I'd sit up, I would just scream because it was in so much pain. It was like, it was an abnormal type of pain. I can't even.
So she went with that. The doc said, TJ, this is what I want you to do. They've got a meter on the side. So it tells you how many degrees you're setting her up. He said, I want you every hour to raise her up to 10, take her back down. Next hour, raise her up to 20, take her back down. Next hour, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. And I did that all day into the night. I just kept doing this and back and that. And I think within 48 hours, we finally got her up on her feet, and she wasn't having any, pressure build up. So it healed. But she is left with, she has migraines. She has memory loss. Sometimes she speaks, gets her words backwards, confused a little bit with the words, trying to get them out.
Sometimes I stutter, and I've never stuttered before.
And she's came very blunt. So when we got her home, and her equilibrium is totally fucked now at times. It's just way off. We'll be walking through places, and I'm just like, she's hitting the sauce.
I always get a shopping cart at Walmart. Doesn't matter if I'm going in for toilet paper. I get a shopping cart. But
so,
anyways.
We got her through everything, and it's just been. So, I mean, that's just how the hell did we go off on all that?
I don't even know.
Wow.
I don't know.
We lived that again.
I know. And it never gets easy. I think someone had asked this once before, like, the more we talk about it, because really this is what our nonprofit and our mission is based around. Does it get easier the more you talk about it? And I don't think it gets easier or harder. I think it's just the fact that it really sucked and we had to go through that.
But you made it. You know,
yeah, it's a lot better than there could have been a lot of a worse outcome.
So we've learned a lot and got to see a lot of good come out of it too.
Yeah. But going through the actual story, and I remember day by day, and I remember having to be set up only 10 degrees. I mean, I was on my back for almost 2 days after the surgery.
Yeah, and so they were really low on nurses, and they couldn't drain her spinal fluid because she had a bag back there. So they showed me how to. So they showed me how to do it, and so I was changing her spinal fluid like the second time I did it, and it has pressure of that tube, and it's her fluid and red bloody stuff. I pulled it out, and it squirted all over me. I was like, whoa. And it was salty, so I'm always like, listen, I've tasted your spinal fluid. So, I mean, it's...
Yeah. Buck Champ, thank you so much.
Hey, whoa, shit,
thank
man. Thank you very much.
He said, happy birthday.
Dude, thank you so much. That means a lot to us.
Thank you, Buck.
And I appreciate that so much. Thank you for the birthday wishes.
And I think I have your shirt, too. I think now that I see the name, I think I have a shirt for Buck.
Thank you so much, Buck.
Yes,
appreciate that. You want to catch up on anything else about Buck Burris?
No, not really. Everyone. Oh yeah. Sorry, Brandy. Yeah, she said you're a Southerner who doesn't say buggy. Yeah, I don't say buggy like shopping cart.
Get a cart.
I get a cart.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I know a lot of people do say buggy, but I just don't ever. I mean, buggy to me is like a Volkswagen buggy, like
buggy.
Isn't that what that is?
A bug?
Yeah, no, not a bug, but like a
VW bug?
No. It is a buggy.
A buggy?
Isn't it? Has like the roll cage.
Oh, like you had one. It was Super B.
No.
A buggy?
I'm just gonna have to find a picture of it.
Okay, it's a buggy.
See, this is what happens sometimes. I don't know what it's
She's
called.
Right. I'm
an Amish buggy. No, but that is right.
So,
I don't think I've ever seen an Amish buggy with a roll cage.
Well, and that's something else. You know, we ride, we get into Amish country a lot with our bikes. You know what I mean? And that's one thing I find really cool because we ease around.
A dune buggy. Thank you, guys. A dune buggy.
A dune buggy.
It's a buggy. A dune buggy.
See, for me, it's dune buggy. Because if I just said dune, you'd be like sand dune, buggy. So, okay. We're splitting hairs.
Yeah, that's okay. Though.
Okay.
I'll forgive you.
Debate. Yeah,
I did see a shirt over this whole yard sale experience this morning that said, I could agree with you, but then we'd both be wrong.
Yeah. Yeah. You need to get that tattooed on you. Oh, that's something else. We got to do some tattoos soon.
I know. It's my turn.
It is. It is your turn. One time we went down to Florida and we got into this area and it was the medium. And we're heading down through there. It was about this time of year, I believe. I can't remember now. It was Daytona Bike Week. That's when it was. 2 years ago or something. Anyway, we're heading down through there, and in the medium, it was full of poppies. Absolutely, yeah. So we got poppies. And I really didn't understand the poppy thing because I get questions about heroin now.
Oh gosh, yeah.
I've never seen heroin. So
yeah.
the poppy thing was just a moment for us, but it's turned into a learning experience on top of that. Though.
Yeah.
The whole heroin. Yeah. So I don't know how to get off on that either.
Yes. Okay, so yeah, so Tuesday we get the 1,000-mile service. Wednesday we'll be leaving out to head down south, Florida.
Mm-hmm.
And then Saturday is the actual poker run along the coast, Clearwater down to some point in the Keys.
Right. And so it'll be really nice when we get back on the bike, then we can start posting more often, showing what we're up to, a lot more on our story.
Yes. Because you guys have seen enough of my chickens.
Yeah. Oh, man, that's something sad. You know, we only got 3 chickens left. Something got a rooster, a real pretty rooster. He's totally gone.
Yeah.
One of our hens totally gone. The other one's got a bum leg. Yep. So we lost Gene.
Yeah. My rooster there that you guys have seen, we've posted him a lot, and he's been in a couple of our pictures.
Polish.
His name was Gene Simmons, after, of course, Gene Simmons, because he looks like a little rock star. But yeah,
We lost him.
I think the dogs, our neighbors' dogs, got him.
Yeah, it sucks.
Yeah.
Found feathers, but so. Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah. So it'll be nice also, so you guys can have some content that's bike related.
Oh shit!
Not chickens.
Yeah. I soon will be installing whenever Denny's can. I'll be doing that Legend front end on the bike as well on the road glide. Of course, we have a Revo 8 on the back, which was set a little firm for me. I should have reached down and flipped that the last couple days, but I just rode. Super. It's doing apps. I love it. It's changed the bike. It really has. I know that front end is really going to change the bike as well.
Oh yeah. Yes. Yeah.
Handling
and look who just Snapchatted us.
Jasmine.
I always say Snapchat.
It's okay.
It's not Snapchat. It's Super Chat.
Hi, Jasmine. I hope the cats are doing well. If you are on our Discord, you'll be a member. You see me with a little bitty red cat on my beard. So that's Jasmine's little cat. Jasmine brought that little cat back from death. It was left behind, a little runt, we suppose. She's had to really work hard to get that cat back up and going. And it is a little hellion.
I bet.
The little cat's name's Honey. I call it Fireball. But Jasmine, it's good to see you, sweetheart. I guess you may be off work now. If not, you're watching us at work. Thank you, sweet love.
Thank you.
I miss you, sweetheart.
Booga, you had a really good question. So as far as the Legends front ends, he wants to know, why didn't they put the fronts on while it was up there?
Yeah.
I would say one of the main reasons was, you guys know that Denny's and a lot of other places was closed during the COVID thing.
Mm-hmm.
Now that they're back open, they're now playing catch up as far as trying to make up, because of course they had full books and full services and stuff like that. So everything is so tight. I know, like, for even a service and oil change, I think they had said they're 3 weeks out.
Is that what they said?
I think so.
Yeah. So
time limit, or time of the essence. I mean, it's like very, very, scheduling is tight. So we didn't want, that's not a make or break thing. We don't have to have the Legends shocks on the front right now. Want it, but I'd rather see the motor in the bike versus the shocks on there.
So we asked them if they could. They just didn't have the time. I understand that too. So Denny's, they run pretty tight. They've got quite a few people, but they don't have a lot of people because they do a lot up there. So everybody's run pretty tight there. So
I think they're needing someone, or I know Brian said that he's filling in on the parts department, he's of course doing his full load, and also a position in the parts department because they're shorthanded.
Which Brian is on parts is just unbelievable.
Yeah.
He's just got so much knowledge on parts, and like on the chopper, he helped me out a lot on that. I was like, he's like, what do you got? And I was like, I don't know. He figured everything out.
Mm-hmm.
So he's really sharp. So
yeah,
and we're working with their schedule and our schedule. So yeah, I would absolutely love to have the front end on them. I'm looking forward to it, but that's okay.
Yeah. And Jason, you said did Revo A's on the rear and the and on the front of my street bob. Turned out awesome.
Oh, I bet, man.
I bet.
Yeah, absolutely. So I've never had good suspension. I never could afford it. So people would talk about it, and I'm like, yeah, whatever. But Legends hooked us up with the rear, and holy shit, you know, I'm a believer.
That's a good question, though. Kahuna, you said, can I install the Revo A's myself, or would it be better to have someone install them to get them set up?
Okay, well that is an awesome question because you can put them in. I mean, that's no big deal. To set them up though, Brian sets the load or the swag, and they get everything set. Now, not saying you couldn't do that. You know,
right.
you could do some research and do it yourself. Legends, you could probably talk to them boys and the chickies. They're all very knowledgeable, and they'll probably work right along with you there. I talked to Legends when we were down at for Bike Week when we were down there in Florida, and he was telling me that they were sending the front end, and he was explaining some stuff to me there. I mean, they'll help you and work through. You could do it. I mean,
yeah.
But the thing, I don't know where you're at. So like our dealership, Denny's, you buy it, they put them on, they do everything. Matter of fact, Brian says if you don't like them, bring them back, and he'll
take them off and put that towards another set or something. Yeah.
And he says he offers that at Denny's. That's not a nationwide thing or anything. That's at Denny's because he says nobody ever comes back and says they don't like it. So I know Mike Myers went up there and rode a bike that they had set up, and he bought. He bought. Yeah, he was like, "Fuck it, I want to get them on there."
Yeah.
So, dude, you could probably do it. I'm not saying you couldn't.
Chris Lopez, thank you so much for your sticker there.
Lopez.
I like it. Thank you.
Man, I can't help it, but when I say Lopez, you know who I'm thinking of? Jenny from the block.
Oh, gosh.
That girl still got it going on. I'm going to have to look her up later. Thank you so much for that super chat.
Chris, you see what you did.
Oh, Lopez. Thank you. Thank you. You know, my... here I go on a rant. Growing up, I had a big crush, and it was on Paula Abdul.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Who didn't?
I don't know. I mean, how could you not? So, yeah, Miss Paula Abdul, I had her posters up all over the wall. I went with Jets, like F-14s, 15s.
And then you took a wrong turn somewhere.
Well, we went from...
Or I guess not a wrong turn, but you took a drastic turn.
Yeah, I got to that point in my life where I was like...
You turned 12.
Yeah. Fuck the Jets. I like the split tail. They were like, what you say? Yeah, so Paula Abdul.
That's funny.
And that's another thing. I was want to ask everybody when they're on the bike, what music do you listen to? Because if you're around me,
a big variety.
Yeah, if you're around me, most time we're listening to 80s, which you get sick of. Which I don't know why. I just like the 80s.
It's because it's the same 80 songs over and over.
Well, I can't help it. It's Pandora. They get the damn playlist. Yeah.
Speaking of that, Jim Frozen, thank you so much for your super chat. He wants to see the lion.
Oh, yeah.
He probably needs a haircut.
Yeah.
But I bet you guys could see it. Okay, turn. Okay, now turn your head. Boop.
Feel pretty good.
Yeah.
The thing heals so quick. Yeah, the lion's doing really well.
It did heal quick.
Holy shit. 5 days?
Like, I think it was within that week. I shaved your head.
You did.
It was completely healed.
Well,
like,
this
no
time,
scabs, nothing.
I was talking to Wayne, and I said, I think it was 7 days. He goes, dude, that should have healed faster than 7 days. And I couldn't remember. Mm-hmm. And then when he did this, I was okay, I'm going to, and it was like 5 days, boom, I was done. But that dude is super light-handed.
He is light-handed.
The cat's good.
Yeah.
Well,
Which, speaking of Bikes, Blues, and Barbecue, he is set up at the Ice
Ice
House
House,
Tattoo, which is a block off of
Dixon Street.
not Bourbon Street, one block from Dixon Street.
Yeah, and he's going to do some specials. I don't know how about all the COVID stuff is, but they are open now, and you have to do call ahead appointment, and you have to wear a mask the whole time.
Yeah.
But they are tattooing,
Yes.
and who knows what's going to happen come Bikes, Blues, and Barbecue.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, we could go over some stuff that you got here about
Yes.
rallies.
Yes. So our next rally coming up really is Sturgis.
No shit.
I know, and I was counting. It's 8 weeks.
Sturgis is 8 weeks?
8 weeks.
Well, I did see that they posted today that they did have some of their bands that aren't touring. So on Instagram, Facebook, and all that, you can go see that because he was talking about that. But they're going to do, they're going to get other bands filled in.
And I'd like to see, as far as, because the rally's not canceled, what vendors show up.
It's going to be interesting.
And I think, hold me to this, I don't know, I may be wrong, guys, but so the city of Sturgis is supposed to be talking this week and discussing it, and then they're actually going to vote on it like the 15th of June. So it could still be canceled.
That is downtown. I think we better be careful what we're saying here, but I think if the city said something, they wouldn't do something downtown, but they're still going to do something at the Chip and Throttle, and there's going to be
and I wonder if like as far as the campsites, if they're held to that 30% occupancy.
That's a good question, and private property, whatever. Yeah, that's a good question. And I don't think we're going to know until it just plays out. I mean, we're going to be there. We're definitely
we will be there.
There's no
it's
doubt.
Always a party anyways. Even if it gets canceled, there's plenty of riding. There's awesome sights to see. There's plenty of camping also.
I mean, everybody's going to be there. And you guys can catch us. We'll be definitely at the Custom Dynamic tent. And I do want to give a big old shout out to Custom Dynamics. Loving the lighting on the chopper. We have Custom Dynamics lighting on the chopper. I'll be showing some of that soon. And of course, on the Road Glide, it's all decked out with Custom Dynamic lighting, which came into some really key play yesterday. Yep, it really did. We got in some heavy fog and
And Ohio Rider 62.
Thank you so much, Ohio Rider 62.
That is exactly what I do in my office chair.
Yeah, spend that some. But thank you. We appreciate that, man. Thank you so much.
Yes.
But yeah, so we're going to be there. Like I said, we'll be at the Custom Dynamic tent. Wherever they set up, we're going to be there.
And we'll have more details too, as far as when the rallies come closer, exactly where we will be. We're going to have, of course, meet and greet set up and different locations that we'll be at. We're going to try and, Bikes, Blues, and Barbecue organize a ride. We're
working on that as well. We're going to try to work with, we're going to work with Eureka with the Basin Crescent. So we are working with them this year. We'd already been doing some stuff, but of course with the COVID, we've kind of put some shit off. But that is going to happen. We're going to do some stuff there. We're going to be there. And like I said, next week, if you guys are somewhere down in Florida close to us, we'll be posting all along the way. But we'll have some spots where if you're down there and you'd like to come see us, we would absolutely love to see you. Come give me a big old hug. Don't ever be afraid to yell at me. We've had some people that said, "Oh man, you look busy." Well, I talk a lot, so I never stop talking. So if you're waiting for me to stop talking, well, good luck. So you just got to come and yell at me, pull on my shirt tail, give me a hug, give Steph a hug. We got a sticker for you. Yeah, man, I would love to see some people out and about next week, next weekend. It's going to be fun. Like I said, we'll be up at Denny's Tuesday. If you're up in there in the Springfield area, yell at us. We'll meet you up there. And along the route, we don't know exactly which way. A couple different ways we could go down to Florida. Sometimes we just roll with the weather. The weather just dictates a lot on the direction that we're going, whether we're outrunning the storm or staying in front of the storm or maybe ducking low. Been a couple times where we outran a storm this last little go around.
Yes, that's always kind of fun to kind of
It is.
follow behind it.
Follow behind it.
That's always fun.
Watch the storm. It's Steph and I really enjoy that. Yeah.
I was going to look at one other date.
Also, Arizona Bike Week. They rescheduled, right? October 7th through the 11th. I think that's correct.
Yes. October, yes.
Yeah, so we'll go out there to Arizona Bike Week. We've never been. We'd already been there if it hadn't been rescheduled. Course, Still Horse Rally, August 21st through the 22nd. So they've got that rescheduled. Still Horse Rally in Fort Smith, Arkansas. Badass little rally, one of my favorites. Of course, it's right here pretty close to home. We'll be there. Kind of running through some stuff here.
I was going to say, in between Still Horse Rally and Little Sturgis, it's, I guess, the last week of August is the Laconia
Oh, really?
Bike Week, because it was moved back. It's August 22nd through the 30th.
Holy shit. What a crazy fall.
So that would be Sturgis coming home, Arkansas coming home, Laconia coming home back to back, having a week off, Little Sturgis, back to Missouri for Lake of the Ozarks.
Back home for Bikes, Blues, and Barbecue.
And then we have 1 week off.
And then go out to
And then
Arizona for Arizona Bike Week.
And then
back
Florida.
down to Florida for Biketoberfest.
So in October, we could actually hit California, Florida.
Be kind of cool.
That would be kind of cool.
May have to see how that works out.
Yeah.
So you guys see how we go through stuff. A lot of people ask, like, what are y'all doing? Well, this is how we do it. We just start writing down dates now that everything's kind of been rescheduled and posted, and we're trying to figure out what we're going to, run to. Now I'm kind of thinking about what I would like to have the chopper and ride the chopper at some, which we'll see what happens there.
Yes, that could be a possibility guys. It could be a possibility with Sturgis. I'm just going to say it.
What, taking chopper?
Yeah.
Sturgis?
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
That'd be really cool.
Yeah, it would, wouldn't it? Yeah, so we're looking into it. And we're checking everything out and going through the possibilities. What do we got here?
Jim Frozen, you said Deep Purple. Listen. Oh, talking about music. Someone else earlier said that you had turned them on to Brian Martin.
Brian Martin.
And they're hooked on it.
Thank you for
Deep Purple.
Thank you so much for that super chat. I appreciate that so much. Yeah, Deep Purple, absolutely. And Steph's talking about Brian Martin. Brian Martin is from home here, and to me, I listen to Brian Martin quite a bit. He's in a band called Sad Daddy, and then he plays bass with himself.
Yeah,
Brian
just Brian Martin.
And he has like a kick. He's got a whole one-man show. I can just sit there and watch him forever, and I have. His music is in quite a few of our videos, actually, because I talked to him. I was like, dude, I want to use your music. And he's real fucking awkward to talk to. Super cool cat, and then if I'm drunk and he's drunk and then we're both awkward, then it just gets weird. And so he's like, so what you're asking if you can use my music to put on your videos? I was like, yeah. And he was like, what do I get out of it? And I said, well, we'll tag you. And he goes, okay. And I was like, okay, fine. After 45 minutes of kicking stuff around.
Yeah.
But Brian Martin, if you want to hear a sound from the Ozarks and home, that's Brian Martin. He has what home sounds like to me in his voice.
Yes, I agree.
Super cool. He's got some cool ass videos too they've made. He also plays with the Buffalo Chicks.
Buffalo Gals.
Buffalo Gals.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Those are and the one chick is Carpenters.
Mm-hmm.
Boy, she's got some crazy shit too. So yeah, music is really important to us, of course. So I'm gonna bring the hatchet.
Oh, somebody earlier. Yeah.
Thank you, Mike.
Yeah. YouTube Police Department is monitoring us, and so we put them in timeout.
Well, put that place. Well, man, and that's another thing that we talk about a lot too, like people's names and their handles on Instagram, Facebook, and stuff like that is different.
Mm-hmm.
And you're always trying to figure out what their name is and what their handle is.
Yeah, so like if on Facebook, you have your Facebook as just your real name, but then on YouTube you have like a screen name. And then I've had a difficult time as far as our Facebook group knowing who's a member or not, because I don't really know some people's real name.
Yeah, absolutely.
I just know their name from YouTube. And then when they send me a request in the group, I don't know if that's
because we all know
Billy Bob Thornton on YouTube, or if that's
Billy Bob. He's a member.
Sometimes.
Hey.
Sometimes.
Yeah. So if you guys,
he's from Arkansas.
Yeah. So if you guys don't know, you can be a member. We have 3 different tiers, and you have different perks that you get with being a member. And we get tons of requests for people to join the group, and of course, we don't allow it because basically, it's just for members. So it's super fun.
It is a lot of fun.
You guys are doing some badass shit. I'm always looking at what y'all are doing. I'm like, Jesus, we got to get after it.
Speaking of that, welcome to the Ornery Asses, Buck Champ.
Well, thank you, sir. We appreciate you coming aboard, and thank you for making our ass just grow. We love a big ass, and you just made it a little bigger.
So it's saying that if your real name on Facebook is Buck Champ, just send us a request to join the group, and I'll get it approved. But yeah, so as a member, you also get different perks and stuff like that. The Discord group, early preview of videos.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Get your name at the end of the title.
Yeah, we do a live feed just for our members once a month, and we give away different products, usually Senna related. Senna's been awesome. I want to say thank you to Senna for always providing that. And it's just a lot of fun. Yeah,
and I mean, the Senna units for us is our bread and butter.
Yes.
Whether people know this or not, and I got to be honest, our iPhone. So that Senna unit that I and Steph use is the 10C Pro.
The 30.
The
10C Evo.
10C Evo.
Sorry.
The Pro is good. The Pro is good too, but the Evo is the new one coming out. And I had some questions about the 10 this last week, and they were asking me, the difference in the Pro and the Evo. Both great cameras and communication systems. We just got the new one and we use it. I used it this week a lot. So what I like about the units is because it's just turn on. First we're communicating. I hit the camera. It's camera on. Another click is take a photo. Another click is recording, and you're off you go. So very, very. That I can't say enough about Senna. We're enjoying the shit out of them, and sometimes we don't talk on our Sennas.
Nope.
We don't use them all the time.
Nope.
But then they're there when we need them. And then when I'm recording, man, I use that thing all. When we're rolling, doing or vlogging, we use it quite a bit. Yeah. And another thing I'm looking forward to as well is, of course, we're getting to run with our tour pack. We really haven't.
And that's been a huge difference too, as far as the ability to pack better, because it's very nice as far as before the tour pack, it was fine because we had the luggage, the
Rick Rack.
Yes, the Rick Rack, but what does he call it? The Tour Deluxe, the top deck. Sorry, all my words are confusing. The top deck. And it was really, we could haul everything that we needed, but with the tour pack, it can fit both of our helmets in there. We can throw our electronics bag in there, and then when we get to a place we need our electronics bag, we could take it out, put our helmets in there, lock them up.
And I use it
super easy.
Yesterday and last night and stuff because I locked stuff up, and it made a lot of it. You know what I mean? And what we're running there is the Advan Black. So if you see our tour pack, I have a couple questions about it too. They are color matched, and it looks spot on, guys. So you've got some lower grade tour packs that you can get. It's a little cheaper, and then you got Harley Davidson, which top of the line, and they're really good. There's no doubt about it, but they're fucking high. And this Advan Black is a sweet spot. So the money's right and the quality's there.
Yeah.
And he's really cool. I talked to him on the phone for a couple times for quite a while. And we just really got into talking, and they're about making the product better.
Yeah.
So that's what we're doing, just talking to them about what we think here and there. But it changed for traveling.
Definitely.
Yeah. I think we should have got one to begin with.
I think so. And I didn't really want a tour pack just because I didn't like the look of it. But it's growing on me. But it is the comfort that it provides and the ability to store things safely and easier. I mean, it's super easy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then on top, we also have that rack, and we run the quick connect system from Rick Rack in their bag. We had their previous bag, and we ran it and beat the hell out of it. And then we got their newer one because it was just a front mount where it goes in, your luggage racking goes down. Now this tour pack with its rack on top, it goes from the side and locks down. So we switched to the new bag as well. And also you can see on there too that I run a lot. Everything that hooks up for the GoPro is Rick Rack as well. That's something else. I get to run that fender mount, GoPro mount.
Yes.
Which we got to do a little bit at the first of the year. So I'm excited about that footage. Looking forward to that as well.
One thing that we were just talking now, I was answering a comment, was with the Rick Rack, they now have the luggage handle.
I know, and the wheels.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, like your luggages that you can just wheel around in like the airports and stuff like that. So now they have that on the luggage rack or on the Quick Connect and the luggage bag. So yeah, you just undo them, take it off, pull the little handle out, and
you put the wheels mount down on the clamps.
Crazy.
Yeah, it's super badass. And I mean, crazy. At times I'm like, I don't need that shit, but at a long ride, at the end of the day, it would be nice to throw that down there and just wheel it around.
Yeah.
Because our shit gets a little heavy.
Yeah, Sherry, I'm right there with you. She said, as obsessive I am about looks, sometimes function overrides the looks.
Yeah, and we're learning that too. And I mean, I'll be honest, we're just getting a little older. Like, when younger, like, we love choppers and we love the stripped down versions of anything. We like rawness. Yeah. And like Maxwell House is pretty raw, but now we're starting to kind of tune it up as well. Because I mean, we got brake lights on it. We got signal lights on it now, but we're thinking more safety and comfort. Like I said, we're getting older, and other things are meaning more to us. But I think that Road Glide is a good looking bike. With a tour pack on, a tour pack off, but I'm not taking the tour pack off. I mean,
no, now that we have the tour pack on there, I don't think that will.
And we got Advan Black's Quick Connect as well. They have a Quick Connect so we can take it on and off easy. They actually have wall mounts so you can hang that up or set it up on. But I just don't take ours off, which is part of it. Plus, we put a charging station back there. It's handy. Yeah. You want to catch up on anything over there?
Yes. Smitty, have a good night. Thanks for joining us. He is going for Rifle Run.
Oh, yeah. What time of day is it over under there?
Bob Gill, you said good people at Rick Rack. Definitely. Shane and his dad, they're good.
Yeah, man. I've enjoyed the hell out of them. Like, we hung out with them down there. We rode down to Florida at the beginning of the year. We hang out with him every time we get a chance. And we had to leave. Of course, COVID shit was fixing to break out there. And he was like, let's go out to eat and goof off. And we didn't get to. They've been super good to us. When we had our bike stolen, Daytona Bike Week, year before last, Shane was the very first person that texted me.
As soon as he
was like, what the hell? Are you guys good? Do you need anything? Is there anything I can do? And he was the very first one. So yeah, he's, and then, if we're talking about a company and we're dealing with a company right now, it's because they've been good to us. Mm-hmm. If we're not talking about them, things didn't go well. Hey, I do want to give a big shout out over here. We got a mail call. Yes, I need to talk about because I got this in last week and I didn't post about it because I was just going to talk about it.
So, one of our members, Maurice, and I have not seen him tonight.
He's probably out drinking beer.
Sent you a little something, something.
Yeah, Marie sent me a little something.
I'll open it up here for you. Do you want to read that?
I'll let you read because I have a hard time reading.
Okay, you do not. Hello, TJ and Stephanie. Sorry to hear that the new bike is down and the new motor held up because of the virus going around. Been watching, which you guys, catch you guys up. We did get the motor in. Been watching your videos for a while and really enjoy seeing you enjoying life on two wheels. I'm sending you this bell for the bike and the new engine. No more breakdowns. I'll try and get out that way and hopefully meet you guys soon. Thanks again for the great videos. Stay safe. Mo.
Oh, Ronald's got, okay. Very cool, man. That's awesome. Thanks, dude. Yeah, so
it's
got the American flag on it with the stars. Very cool. And actually, Greasy Smitty just went off there, but Smitty got me a bell years ago, actually. And James did too. I've got 2 Guardian bells that had been sent to me. I did not put them on our twin cam. And I put them in.
Glad we did.
Yeah, because they've been stolen with a bike, but I put them in our 511, and we have our 511 back at the campground. And so I've still got those bells as well. Yeah, I appreciate that so much, man.
Super cool.
That's really cool. I appreciate that.
Let's see. Okay, Mike, let me go up here. I think I missed some comments. Will to Power, he said, you said, I'm trying to make a one-time donation, but don't see a way to do that. All right, yeah, if you want to donate to our Pay It Forward, or if you'd like for it to go towards a Pay It Forward, you can either PayPal, you can go to our website, it's theorneryone.com, and you can donate through the website there. That way I can get you a tax receipt sent to you if you want a tax write-off receipt for your donation. Yeah, I would suggest that. We did learn from the hard way that donations for the Pay It Forward through YouTube, they do take a big chunk of that. So
it's our platform. We thank YouTube for letting us do what we do.
Yes.
They have to make money, so we appreciate YouTube for letting us do what we do.
Yes. But then also on YouTube there, you can do super chats and super stickers also.
Yep.
If you want to do that.
Yep. We appreciate that so much. Like I said, guys, we'll be doing our Pay It Forward somewhere on the road. I'm excited as hell about this. I don't know how it's going to turn out. You know, it's
going to be awesome.
Yeah, it's kind of tricky too because I got to get it. It's really important for me to get it on footage as well, and show.
Yeah, because this is y'all's money also.
Yeah, and show
everyone that donated.
Yeah, and show what we're doing with it. You know, I'm looking forward to that. It is a lot of work. We've talked about this in other live feeds, and but I'm gearing up for it. And I did look around here. Some things just didn't work out for here at the Pay It Forward. I think we're right going out on the road and doing it. It's going to be exciting, and who knows, man. You got anything you want to catch up on?
Yes, Mike Boding, you also said not able to upload your video to email. So if you want to submit your video for Between Your Two Legs.
What's between your legs?
What's between your legs? You can email it, but if it's too large and the email will not, if the email will not
accept it
because
it's too big,
you can send it to us through Dropbox. So Dropbox is an app and it's completely free unless you want to do like a larger, you can upgrade. But basic Dropbox, free, upload your video, send it to us. Email's the same, theorneryone@outlook.com.
Yes, and some people will send us on Facebook, and some of them even on Instagram.
Yeah, if it works, do it.
Yeah,
I'll accept it.
Does not matter at all.
Yes. Let's see. Sasquatch, you said that you had to go back to work yesterday. You're at work right now.
Oh God.
Well, thank you so much for chiming in.
Yeah, man.
I am glad that you're back to work.
Yeah.
Everything's kind of been, you know.
Yeah, we all got to get to moving again. That's good. I'm glad to hear it. Super cool.
Sherry, thank you so much for your super chat.
Thank you, Sherry.
Just for being y'all. Thank you.
Oh, that's super sweet. Thank you so much. I get a big kick out of y'all too. You're like, we get a lot of people like, I'm at work and I'm watching. I'm like, hell yeah, man.
Breaking the law. Breaking the law.
Breaking the law.
No, not really. Don't break the
Don't
law.
break the law.
Mike Myers, he's got 3 legs. I'll have to make us. No, that sounds bad.
Mike Myers has 3 legs, but his bike still falls over. Sorry, I had to do it, man. We had a big discussion. So
poor Mike.
Mike's got a little scratch on his bike. And we talked about last weekend, you know, how we do things over and over again with repetition. And sometimes you just forget to put the kickstand down.
Yeah.
I did it on my
You've done it.
Yeah, I have. I've done it
to somebody else's
Well,
bike.
I've done it to my other bikes. Yeah, but I did. I fucked up. But that was fun talking about that last weekend. We really got to hang out all day.
Yeah,
super cool. Anything else you want to catch up on?
Yeah. So, Booga, you said that you're going to be at work next Friday night. Bikes and Blades, you said you're watching from work, so don't tell anyone. Brandy, you said you're going to be back to your office on Monday. Been working from home since March.
Are you looking forward to going back to work and getting around people, or would you just rather stay home and do the work from home? I bet that's going to change it. What do you?
Oh, well, I was just going to say, Mike said, he said, haha, you're funny, TJ. At least I didn't didn't catch my van on fire.
I did catch, yeah. I got to share that.
Not only that, but we have it on video.
Oh, yeah.
Fucking hilarious.
Yeah, I flipped out. We watched it that night over and over and over.
I'm going to just do a little edit of him going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Whenever he notices that there's smoke coming out of the freaking doors.
I don't know, man. We redid it.
Funny.
Everything's fine. Something should have, I guess, grounded out.
Once in a while we look out there.
Yeah, I'm still like, should I put the battery back on? But
yeah. Brian Ellis, thank you so much for your super chat. Hope to see you when you come to California.
Oh yeah, man. That'd be really cool. We've got a lot of friends out there, actually. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Thank you so much for that super chat.
And
yes.
El Buffalo.
The Buffalo.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I love that name. Gosh, y'all got some cool fucking names.
Oh.
I mean, Ella sounds like Western-ish. But I don't know. It just got that.
El Buffalo.
And then El Buffalo. Yeah, a little music behind it. I can hear it.
Yes.
Oh, gosh. Yeah, so that's pretty much what's been going on this week. I'll take this moment and say congratulations, fuckers. We made it another week. Next week's going to be full, and we're going to be moving. It'll be down there to the Keys. I think where we're going to end up there from home, it's 1,000 and something miles. But to ride the Keys on all the way down, if we do that all the way down, that'll put some more mileage on as well.
Yeah, definitely.
And we may go all the way down, and we may stay in the middle. We're going to just kind of roll with it, see what happens. Yeah. But next Friday night, we'll be somewhere on the road. Yeah. So we'll be doing our Friday night special somewhere around 7 o'clock. It may not be Eastern. It'll be Eastern.
Yes, it will.
It'll be Eastern,
it will be
Central.
Yeah,
so we'll be on location.
Yeah. Ohio Rider, you said, are the Keys open? So they voted last week, over the weekend,
I think,
to open the bridge.
I think the bridge is open, but as far as things opening up the bars and stuff like that, I don't know.
Yeah.
I have no idea. We're gonna go. We're just gonna go. We'll go where we can and do what we can. Yeah. We'll make it fun. Last weekend was a little weird with the COVID, I guess. It was different.
It was because, and someone had asked us that as far as with the rally and the social distancing and stuff like that. Was there anything that was awkward?
Okay, at the post, there was nothing. Everybody practiced social distancing. Whatever.
Yeah, everyone was respectful as far as other spaces and stuff.
And some people we did notice, like there was some older people there, and they said they wanted to wear a mask. We talked about this, and everybody's like, "Cool, wear your damn mask. We don't give a shit." But as the weekend progressed, they took their mask off, and they were cool. with not having a mask on, which that's your opinion. As far as going out, like we had to wait. We thought we were going to have to wait. When we go to the door and we start grinning and goofing off, they set us pretty quick. But they said we were going to have to wait, but they worked around. That was a little different. Some of the bars have shut down or gone out of business.
Yes, there's been a lot of businesses that have been hurt through this.
We lost one of our
not able to recover.
No, we've lost one of our favorite places up in Springfield. I think that's going
to the Billards there in Springfield, and then also
the ballroom.
Have both been drastically affected.
Yeah,
and also heard that JCPenney's filed bankruptcy, and we have a JCPenney store in our town. It's
only place to get Levi's.
It's kind of like a catalog store.
It is.
But they do have clothing there. And so, yeah, that's the only place in town, basically, besides Walmart, that you can buy men's clothes.
Yeah.
And they didn't reopen after our location didn't reopen after the COVID, and businesses were starting to open back up. They did not. So
the world's a little different. And I'm very curious to see what we're fixing to get into. Yeah, it's going to be a different layout for sure.
Jim Frozen, thank you so much. Yes, I will check the email. And yes, thank you. We love you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Appreciate that.
Thank you.
And Mike Myers, Laura says TJ and I got to get blow up dinosaur costumes and have a foot race and film it. That's going to be, that would be kind of funny.
Dude, I can move. I mean,
but I got a dinosaur. Your legs are only like
shit. I will kick his ass. There is no way that he can stay up with me.
He does talk a little smack.
Hey, they seen me run last weekend because I was trying to get that Chevrolet leaving with a double blower. I took it out of there like a jet. I did. When I ran off, I seen cups just wheeling in the background, just blowing out.
Really?
Yeah, I was fast as hell.
Didn't catch it on video.
You didn't even see it.
Because you were so fast.
Yeah, on a video, it was a blur for like 4 seconds.
Really?
I covered 17 yards in 2
Mike
strides.
said that you run like a Welshman.
A well-oiled man. Yeah, so, yeah, I'll kick your ass, Seabass. Yeah, that'd be fun. Thanks for the super.
I'm totally going to be doing some shopping on Amazon tonight.
I bet you $5 I'll whoop your ass. It'll be fun.
Yeah.
Can you still get those? I guess you can.
Yeah, you could.
Those were a thing, but a few years ago.
And Molly Polly, hello. She said hello from Pork Chop and Applesauce.
Hi, guys. I hope you're doing well.
Yes. And I got your request. I'm going to be making some bracelets for Molly. And yes, I got your email. I don't think I replied yesterday. And yeah, but I'll hook you up. Yes. And Buck Champ, thank you so much. A little spending money for your trip.
Oh, damn, man. Thank you so much. I appreciate that very much. I feel like I need to give you a hug. All of you guys. We do appreciate each and every one of you guys chiming in. And the super chats mean a lot to us. That goes directly to our road trips and running the roads and creating content. We have an account that this goes into, and I have a card, and that's what we use to do all of our shit that you see. Although we haven't been doing much because of COVID, but we've been gearing up, and we've been working on stuff. A lot of stuff's been going on behind the scenes. We've been really busy. You have been really busy. We did a lot of cool stuff over COVID with the Ornery One.
Yeah.
A lot of stuff we needed to get taken care of as far as business. Sorry, as I just kicked her sore foot. A lot of stuff as far as business related that I have no clue that needs to happen, we've got done over COVID. So we did really take the...
I got the taxes for the nonprofit filed. Yeah.
We're
a lot of stuff.
We're LLC now. Is that right?
No. See, this is why he does not do the banking and the...
What are we?
We are incorporated
in
the state of Arkansas, and we're 501c3 IRS. Yeah, but we're incorporated.
Okay. Whatever I said, we're not. but we could be.
We're not an LLC.
What is it? Oh, fuck it. I don't even know. She's
the
trying
The Ornery One Inc.
Okay, yeah, that's right.
Inc.
Also,
you knew it was a 3 abbreviation.
Well, hey, and also she's been working on a new drawing that I can't wait till it gets done. I'm not rushing you or anything. But she's been working on this at night, and we've been tweaking it around. Damn, I feel like
twerking it.
I feel like we already give them a preview, but we can't.
Not yet.
Not yet. But it's gonna be our ornery as fuck little thing, to go with the chopper, and it may just become a thing. But it's really cool drawing. It has a lot to do. Both of us have been putting it in the process of creating a different side design.
Talking about hugs, Brandy says that she misses hugs.
I do too. I got some hugs last weekend.
Probably September 9th or 10th, we're getting a hug. But you have to wait until then.
Yeah.
Unless you come see us.
Yeah.
Oh, you're going to be at Sturgis.
Which Sturgis? What?
She's going to be at Big Sturgis.
Big Sturgis?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. I was thinking Little Sturgis, but yeah.
Oh, you're going to be there?
Yes.
Oh, hell yeah.
8 weeks.
Butt grab. Yeah, that's going to be... Okay, yeah, so we're going to be up there. We're going to be staying with some friends.
Yes. We'll be...
Crazy fuckers.
Yeah, they're crazy.
It's going to be crazy. It's going to be a shit show.
It's going to be a lot of fun.
Like usual.
It's always a blast.
Yeah, so I can't believe it's getting that close already. Well, of course it would be. I mean, it's getting that time of year.
I know.
Also, guys, if you can make it down to Box Blues and Barbecue, this is our home. We'll be able to, I think I'll relax a little bit more because we are home.
Yeah.
And I cut loose. Yeah. So Box Blues and Barbecue over here in Eureka. If you want to see the Ornery One get shit-faced, that's the place you need to be, because I will cut a rug. I'm quite the dancer, too, if you didn't know that.
He is quite the dancer.
So you agree that I can dance. Is there any positivity?
In the shower.
In the shower. I can sing in the shower. I can dance on the dance floor, and I can run.
No, he's a pretty good dancer.
Yeah,
I gotta say
I got moves for the fat boy.
Moves like MacGyver.
Yeah. I got moves like MacGyver. Here we go with the shit talk. Okay, well.
Jim, you said campground. No, we won't be at a campground. We're actually going to be over in Spearfish area. But of course, we'll be in and out of, downtown Sturgis, Deadwood, different rides. I'm sure we're going to be at the Chip a time or two. They always have stuff going on there.
Yeah, I'd love to go to that builder show.
Yes.
That thing's badass.
Yes.
And the last time I was there, we got to hang out with Jesse.
Yes.
So, yeah, I hope they do.
Yeah,
that's good. Yeah, I want to go. We'll
the motorcycles motorcycles as art exhibit that they put on. That's always a good time to see different builds, artwork.
Yeah, and they got the bikes like up on stands, platforms. On display. So it's kind of as art. And then they have badass artists up with their whatever they did on the walls. So it's not it's bikes and art as far as paintings and drawings it's a combined of a lot of cool shit. And then it's at the Chip. Yeah. And then Snoop Dogg played later.
Snoop Dogg did play.
That was a different.
Here I go again with lights.
Here I go. Oh, here we go again.
Mike Myers, thank you so much for that super chat. He says, Steel Horse Rally, the Ornery One gets dusted by the Myers Misfits.
Okay, I'm just gonna call bullshit on you. No, I'm gonna be down there, and they did do a little chasing last year. The cops chased after. That was fun as hell.
Steel Horse Rally is such a great.
Thanks, Mike, for the super chat.
Such a great rally, and they have a great support team there with the law enforcement. And now that it's been moved, I haven't looked, but I think it's still on. But they have like cops and cones. Yeah, it is fun as shit. So they're gonna kind of put on like a.
They had officer chasing So they had like a chase down Main Street and
pull
yeah,
over.
pull over. But I mean, it's not. It's the officers like just, and we got to hang out with some of them and cut up with them.
Yeah,
and have
great group of people. Awesome,
super fun, man.
Yes,
That's one of my favorite rallies. Of course, it's home and Bikes Blues Barbecue. Bikes Blues Barbecue is going to be a little bit more special for me this year because
Yes.
we'll do something special, and I'm going to have the chopper over there. We're going to get the buster on them out.
So with Bikes Blues Barbecue, we do a lot of stuff over in Eureka. So Bikes Blues Barbecue is in Fayetteville, but it's not just within Fayetteville. So it has it's expanded and it's spread to Eureka, Springdale, Rogers, even. A lot of stuff going on all around Northwest Arkansas during the rally.
Yeah. And like Eureka is like our place. That's, of course, where we got married. We spent a lot of time over there with our buddies. We had very close friends. We have family. Our family. And so, like I said, that's going to be fun shit. And you get to see Spring Street. And if you haven't been to Eureka, and if you have, you know what I'm talking about. It has, it feels a little bit like New Orleans. It has a little bit of Deadwood.
It does.
Feel to it?
Yes, I would say Deadwood. If you haven't been to New Orleans, but you've been to Sturgis, Deadwood would be a very similar aspect. And I think the towns were actually kind of built in the same era, too.
That's exactly right. 18-something, I remember.
Rhino and Derby Ride, tell TJ, tell Rhino, it doesn't matter where you do your what's between your legs video, please, please, please. Yes, it does not matter where you do your video at. You can do it in your garage. You can do it out on the road, anything. And it could be a 1 to 2 minute. Just show us what you ride. Let us know who you are, of course, and what you're riding, because I'm not the best
I'm not either. Trying to figure out what
someone did point out a mistake, so I apologize.
Yeah.
On the last video, it was not the correct year or make of the bike that showed up on the video. I apologize.
And that happens. She's editing and things, and you're doing good.
Thank you.
It's all right. We forgive you.
Anyways, 1 to 2 minutes long. Tell us who you are, what you ride, and show us your bike. So you can talk about your mods, your upgrades, why you bought the bike,
what it means to you, what the name of it, why you ride it. I don't give a shit, man.
If you hate it and you want to sell it, tell us.
Yeah, sell it. Put it on there and sell it.
Yeah.
You gotta sell.
And so, you can just, whenever you do record, you can use your phone or any recording device. If you use your phone, do it in the horizontal landscape mode. And then you can email it, or you can, like I was saying earlier, you can use Dropbox. Yeah,
and you got to kind of watch the wind, and then you got to watch noise around. One thing I've noticed too, like starting your bike, you can start it and we can hear it, but when you're talking, you might want to kill it.
Or talk louder.
Or talk louder, like right up to like when I'm recording, like a lot of times I'm here and I'm talking, and then I'm recording, and then so I'm recording like this, and that's my hold right there for my phone. So that's what I always do. I kind of turn like this, and I'm talking right up here. But
super fun.
The wind wind's tricky too, because you think it's not in your phone, and then watch it again, and if it sucks, do it again. No big deal. We redo stuff over and over again and try it again.
And it doesn't matter what kind of bike you have. If it's metric, it doesn't matter. Whatever you want to ride. If it's a crotch rocket, or if it's a chopper, or if it's a touring bike, it does not matter.
I don't care.
Honda, Yamaha, Suzuki.
Don't give a
Indian.
shit. Don't care. We like it all. If the thing runs and has a motor, I like it. I do like it to have brakes. As I've got older, I do like to stop. You know, so whatever the hell you're on, I don't care if it's your damn lawnmower. I love my lawnmower. I got an older John Deere.
Dave's here, man, says Mama.
Dave's not home. Your mama. Your mama needs to be old. She squeaks.
Funny.
No shit.
Oh, Ryder X, thank you so much for mentioning that. If you will message me, where's my pen? There it is. Sorry, I lost it. I'm going to make a note. I need to get you that patch. Message me. Facebook, Instagram, wherever.
Yeah. And
I have a tendency to forget things. So, yes, please send me a message.
Yeah, our patches are there too, guys. You can go you can order a patch. We'll send you a patch. I really like our patches. I just here lately haven't been talking a lot about our merch because we're a little slow. It takes a little bit because we do everything ourselves.
Yeah, and although we do it ourselves, like I know with Teespring, I know Clint, if you're watching, he'd ordered a hoodie from Teespring, and because it's such a large corporate, and I think that some of their stuff is outsourced, I believe, he ordered a hoodie and it's been stuck, I think, on a boat coming into the U.S. basically, and it's been
or something.
Yeah, it's been almost 2 months now, and I apologize. So even though we do things in-house and ourselves, I still have to get shirts and stuff from somebody. So even our shipping has been kind of delayed because of orders that aren't on time. And so it's, it's just like a domino effect. And I apologize, guys. I'm already slow as it is, but then you add these other restraints and conditions.
Yeah, so that's why I just haven't been talking about merch, but we do have all of our merch. We've got stickers and patches, which those are super easy. We have those made up. They're sitting here. If you get one, we'll get it out to you. Yeah, and
yeah, Sherry, you said that you're still waiting on stuff from China. So
yeah, we don't want to say China, do we? He was like,
yeah. I ordered new nose rings.
They're badass.
They're really cool. They're coming from Germany.
And she's so cool. And this is on Etsy. She has an Etsy store, which Steph has an Etsy store. Elements of the Oso. She does. You can go check it out if you don't know. So she does a lot of her stuff on Etsy because that's that business.
So I like to kind of support other small businesses and other people that are creative and, just working their own shit. I love that. Mm. And so I found these awesome nose rings and ordered them, and they're coming from Germany, and they have been sitting at a dock for 2 months.
Yep.
And although it's a tiny little package, I'm sure.
Yeah.
They're just sitting there.
Yep. Damn it.
Yeah. But they're really cool because they are copper.
Yep.
And although they will tarnish, she coated them with beeswax for me. And
but they got a little detail to them.
Yeah, they got some detail. Yeah, I think it's brass and copper.
Honestly, I'm starting to forget.
I think it's a mixture. I know, I forget too.
Yeah, we're starting to forget a little bit. And we go on there a lot too, like knives and holsters and there's all kind of cool shit on there that people do and they do themselves, which we love. That's why we like going to art alleys and I miss all that. The art alleys and stuff like that. I'm ready to see all that back up and going. We spend a lot of time when we're traveling. We'll look these places up. We'll go specially just to look at handmade shit, and plus it sparks our creative side as well.
Yeah.
So we get a lot of cool ideas. I still can't believe all the times that we have gone live in our living room that nobody's ever asked what this says.
Someone did.
Oh, they did.
Someone asked what this said the very first time that we did a live feed in here with it. Mm. And someone's like, does that say blah, 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 blah? And I was like, yes. So I'm not going to tell you guys what it says.
Yeah.
Maybe somebody can make it out. It's old.
Yeah. She did that years and years ago. She pinstriped that, lettered it. Yeah.
Ryder X, you asked, can super chats get you into the YouTube groups? So as far as a member, you'd have to sign up as members to get the little badge beside your name and the special emojis and stuff like that. Once you're a member, we do have a private Facebook group for just us members. so that we can just kind of share more things. We can plan things. You guys as members do have options as far as we will throw out there like a poll or a question, let you guys vote on it. Like our van name, we voted on the van name after we kind of talked about it and had lots of different options. So
yeah, you just,
if that's what you're,
yeah,
if
so
that's what you're asking.
Yeah, you just become a member. You can pick, we got a new right here.
Yes,
Welcome.
Brian Ellis.
You just made our ass grow. Ornery asses are getting bigger, and we are the ornery asses. We're putting a map together as well. You'll have access to that. It'll show all of us ornery asses and what we can do for each other, and it'll have different pins. But yeah, you can just, like Steph was saying, I hope that answered your question.
If not, let me know, because I will definitely help you out there. I don't think anybody has guessed what that says back there.
Reading a little bit, scrolling.
So our tailgate there, it does say Outverted Butthole Grill.
It's a good place to eat.
It's so crazy.
It's been years ago because
So
I say random shit all the time. Like I will go to a bar, we'll get the drink, and there'll be a bunch of people we just met, and I'll start walking around and ask people to say butthole. So everybody pronounces like butthole or butthole. So we have this big word off, like how people pronounce this stuff. So years ago, I got this deal outverted, and then it just turned into I would say it a lot. And then, so I had this, I don't know where we got the tailgate, and I came home one day from work, and she had this all drew out, and I got the biggest damn kick out of it.
So it is the Outverted Butthole Grill, where you can drink a little drink and smoke a little smoke.
From the song, because
church.
Yeah, there's nothing original about that.
Yes.
But
Ryder X, welcome. I'm
Ryder
so glad
X.
you found that. Yes. So welcome to the 100 Ornery Octane. So with that, there's a link also whenever you sign up to be a member. There's links for our Discord group if you're on Discord. Also our Facebook group. You have access to members only live feeds. Also, there's some bloopers in there.
You'll be part of the drawing that we do. We go private with just you guys, and we do a drawing. We do a reverse drawing. So all of you guys that are 100 Octane gets put into the bucket, Ornery pot. And then we do a reverse drawing. And if you're the last one, you win what we're giving away that month. So yeah, man, we welcome. Thank you so much. Our ass is getting bigger. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That's what it's all about. And we discussed this last week with some of the ornery asses that met us up at the post, and we were going over things that my vision for the Ornery One and y'all. So what the community is for y'all. We post and we'll do stuff, but you guys are doing some amazing shit, and everybody gets to share what they're doing, and we all get cool and we get creative with it. Like the map, the what's between your legs, that was Mike Myers. Mm-hmm. And the map is Grey Wolf, Michael Gregor. Yeah. So this, and then we've had some other ideas, and we're working on some other things that is all from you guys. It's about y'all. So it's y'all's, and we do moderate a lot of this stuff, like some of our stuff on Ornery Asses. Whenever they do post, it comes up and we have to okay it. So if I don't get the notification, like I didn't get some notifications in the last few hours because I was in a place where I had no service. So when I got home, I went through all the notifications, I okayed them and approved them and let them post. So we make sure everything's good because it's a safe community for us to be who we are and show off our stuff, and everybody keeps everybody in check. Yeah. So it's just a community of ornery asses and just being ornery and
having fun.
Yeah.
I bet you said that you're on your 5th glass of wine this evening.
Oh man, what wine? What are you drinking? Yeah, I got off on a wine kick years ago.
Oh gosh.
I became a wino.
And then one night he had too much wine
and
threw up,
stained the toilet.
And he's never drunk wine
I've
since.
never touched wine again. And back then we were fabricating a lot, and I got a call from Tyson's.
Yes, you had to go like that day, the day of the hangover.
The day of the hangover, they called like at 6:30, and then we was up there by 8.
Yeah,
to
that's
look
crazy.
at a big job. I felt like I was there. Holy shit! Yeah, I've never touched wine again. But gosh, it's good though.
Sean, thank you so much. You said you guys kick ass, just saying. And I hate to hear that about your Jeep. He just bought a new Jeep and it got rear-ended. So he said, thank God for gap insurance.
Yeah, that is exactly right. I'm sorry to hear that, man. That is exactly right about gap insurance. We discussed that. We were able to pay down enough, thankfully, because of y'all, when our bike was stolen, that we didn't have to do the gap. So, but if you don't, that is very important. Insurance is a big deal, as well as warranty and not voiding your warranty. That's I'm sorry, man.
Ryder X. Would it be worth the trip from Northern Virginia to come to Bikes, Blues, and Barbecue?
Fuck yeah.
Yes.
I don't know how this year's going to be, but in the years past, Bikes, Blues, and Barbecue, and if it doesn't move you, our land will. Our riding.
I was going to say, just coming to the Ozarks for the riding alone is badass. People ask us all the time, where's your favorite place to ride? What's the favorite place you've been to?
I was on it today. I rode it today.
It's awesome.
So absolutely, you bet. We're going to try to do some stuff to make sure that people have rooms. I don't know how this is all going to turn out.
Yeah, we've been saying this for a couple of weeks because it's all up in the air as far as how hotels are going to function, of course, now that things are opening back up. I know all states are different, but we're kind of in a standstill, just kind of see how things unfold.
They're at 30%.
Yeah.
Right now.
Yeah. So and I know some states will not allow for out-of-towners either. So it's all just for business. Like in-state or whatnot. So
yes, I would think if you've never been here, you need to come anyway. And then on top of that, Bikes, Blues, and Barbecue, I think it's the number one.
It's one of the largest. I think a couple of years ago, it was one in 4.
That's
top
what it was.
Largest non-profit charitable rallies.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I mean, so yeah, you'll like it.
And Iraq Vet, thank you so much for that sticker.
Thanks, man. Appreciate that.
You said that your wife just brought out cherry cheesecake shots.
Oh, fun. Why not? I would do that for sure. Yes. Yeah, that does sound good. We could do some of that.
Cherry cheesecake shots.
Yeah, sounds good. I need an ice cream sandwich.
Ice cream sandwich
shots. Yeah. Thank you so much, man. You want to catch up on anything over there?
Yes. When is Bikes, Blues, and Barbecue?
Bikes, Blues, and Barbecue will be playing off September 23rd to the 26th. Yep. So that's when it is. A great time of year. It will get a little chilly. So in the days,
bring a long sleeve if you're riding.
And cold.
If you're riding at night, bring a jacket.
Yeah, you'll need your gear because in the day it could get warm, but then in the evenings it gets to the point where you're like, shit, I'm cold. And then you take out on the ride, you are cold.
Yeah. Matt Kelly, thank you so much for your super chat. Said on Island Time,
Galveston, Texas. Right on, man. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Very cool. Galveston.
Okay, that's a good question. Ryder X wants to know, how much time should I plan to stick around and get some good rides in? That's really hard because you've got all the rides around Eureka Springs. That's northeast of Fayetteville. You've got the Pig Trail and stuff south of Fayetteville. You've got Jasper, Steel Creek, Mountain View, all these, Twisted Sister, all these places around here. You could go across the ferry.
At Peel.
Lots of
3 or 4 days.
rides.
Yeah. So, you know, I honestly, man, you need as much time as you can afford. That's kind of how we do stuff because we plan on stuff and we have to watch the money. And then to stretch it, we may have to, we're getting to where we just stay with people. We did do a lot where we stayed in the tent, you know, where we just stayed in the tent, we stayed in the tent, we stayed in the tent, and that's cool, no doubt. But now we're getting to where we know enough people that people are like, dude, just come to the house, and then we get to have a fucking party at the house, and we eat, and
it also kind of depends on, like, if you're the type of person at a rally that wants to just like soak up the rally and just hang out at the rally for a couple of days and catch the live music and, you know, hang out with your buddies and stuff like that. Or if you're the type you want to get up and you want to go for a ride all day,
yes,
and then come back, have dinner, a few drinks, and then crash.
Yes. So there's enough riding around here. You could ride a good week.
Mm-hmm.
You could ride a good week.
And
I'd
say a good 3 to 4 days just dedicated to riding would be amazing.
Mm-hmm.
If you can afford that, if you can do that.
I mean, that's what it comes down to, isn't it, guys? It's just what we can afford, because if we could all afford it, we'd just stay on the road riding around. I mean, that's my goal. That's all I want to do.
Awesome. Let's see. All right. Yes, Iraq Vet. I know you just kind of chimed in a little bit ago. We talked about this earlier, so you missed it. The surprise pay it forward. So we're leaving out next week to go down to Florida for a poker run, and we're going to do our pay it forward along that route somewhere on the road there.
Yeah, this is going to be exciting because it'll get to play out like usual.
Yes.
So we'll do it on the road somewhere. Someone needs a hand up, and then we'll let people tell us. And but it's going to be a chore because we're going to do this on the fly.
Yes.
Because everything else we've done, all of us have been just on Corona time. So this should be interesting.
Yeah.
And it's going to be, I'm looking forward to it. I've been thinking, we looked at doing the pay it forward here at home. It just didn't work out. We've got a lot of stuff going on here at home due to what's going on in the world. We won't get into all that. So it's been affected here. So this weekend, there's just shit going on here in our town. So we backed out of that.
Yes. Gilbert, thank you so much. He says, I will be getting drunk with y'all on Bikes, Blues, and Barbecue.
Oh, man. Thanks for that super chat. And I'm looking forward to that, man. That's going to be fun. Good, because that's already getting me excited, getting me ramped up a little bit. Yes. Yes.
Very cool.
We'll drink and have a cold one and eat and look at bikes and boobies.
Yes.
We'll look at boobies too. Boobies, bikes, and boobies, bike. Q. I better watch. You ready?
Yeah. Booga, thank you. He said, looks like the honor asses are going to be taking over Bikes, Blues, and Barbecue. Ryder X, you said to Sean, sounds like Bikes, Blues, and Barbecue might be bigger than Sturgis this year. Wasn't Sturgis canceled? So, Sturgis is not canceled at the moment. I don't know. There's no official word. I don't believe. Now, they're talking and voting as far as the city. Right. So I don't know how that's going to affect the rally. I would definitely check out their Facebook page and stay tuned, because I believe over the next 2 weeks, they're going to be really letting us know more about the city's decision and how that would impact the rally.
Right. And the chip out there, you can go to their Facebook, Instagram, like, well, he was talking today. There were some of the bands that have canceled their tours, so they won't be there. Leonard Skinner, I don't know, some other ones there, but they're going to fill their spot. So
not actually Leonard Skinner.
You know what I mean? So they're going to be working. It's going to be a fucking party. It's going to be a throwdown. But yeah, Bikes, Blues, and Barbecue. we always have a good time, but it's home, man, for us. So, and like I said, in Fayetteville, we'll be there for a while, and then we're heading over to Eureka. It's a little bit more low key. Dixon Street can get loud and fucking crowded. Now, I'll be honest, last year wasn't as busy as I've ever seen it.
It wasn't.
Yeah. They have cracked down on some stuff over there that has pissed some people off.
I'm sorry, guys.
So that, I don't know if that changed it. Maybe, maybe not. But we always have a good time. And then, like I said, I think we'll do something where we're in Fayetteville. We'll hang out for a little bit, and then we'll ride over. I don't know. It's 40 minutes, 35, 40 minutes from Fayetteville to Eureka. And it's a pretty cool little ride. You know what I mean? So then we'll ride over to Eureka, and then we'll throw our shit down in a room somewhere or do something, and we're just going to go out and have a good time.
Yeah.
So we'll be over there for a couple, 3 days or something. But we have great buddies.
Definitely all weekend.
Yeah, we'll be over there all weekend. So, yeah.
Yes. All right.
Well, guys, watch when I say this. It's going to drop really quick. But
I'm sorry.
Steph and I have enjoyed tonight. We're looking forward to next week, and we're going to be out on the road. So it'll be 7 o'clock Eastern time somewhere on location. I love saying on location. Sounds like a
If we went live at 5 o'clock, you could say it's 5 o'clock somewhere.
It's true. That is so true. So we're going to be, like I said, we'll be getting our bike service on Tuesday. We'll be up at Denny's. Anybody wants to come see us. Then we'll be heading out probably Wednesday, and we'll be heading down toward the Keys.
Yes.
So we'll be riding down. You guys can follow all along with us. We'll start posting a little bit more and then a little bit more on timeline. And yeah, so I'm looking forward to it. And tonight's been fucking fun. Like always, we do this on Friday night. We were supposed to be all over the place this year, but due to the COVID, we haven't been. So we've been here most of the time. But now we're going to kind of get back to our schedule, what we should be doing. Stephanie's over here typing away. Dang, you type fast. You can only have 200 characters?
In a little setting, whenever you do your comment.
Didn't know that.
Yes. Member live feed. We will need to plan that. I will put that in our group as far as the date, maybe, and let you guys let us know what date would be best for you guys.
Yeah.
Then also, Ryder X, you'd asked me about the dates for Bikes Blues Barbecue and the hotel and stuff. We will get that stuff worked out and get that posted to you guys in the group as soon as possible.
Yeah, so I'm going to give them, it'll probably be at the Basement Hotel, look like what it'll play out to be. It looks like it's going to happen. We're still looking at how many they're going to be able to hold. What I'm doing, what I'm talking to them about doing is maybe holding the rooms for us so we can get the rooms. And then maybe they opened up a new bar in there, so we'll have the bar. So we'll all be able to hang out there. We'll be able to put our bikes up in a safe place.
James Tate, glad to see you. You said you're late.
Hi, Tate.
Better late than never, right?
Appreciate that, man. It's good to see you. Thank you. Yeah.
Thanks, Ryder X. No, not Basement Hotel. I'm going to type it out because he does have a slur, but it is the Basin Hotel and or the Crescent Hotel. So both of those are there in Eureka Springs. Both are awesome. They're actually kind of sister hotels. Mm-hmm. They do a lot of events and stuff for Eureka. Thank you.
Yes.
But one thing that we love is that they are biker friendly and they're accommodating. They have parking, especially just for bikes that are like corrals. And lock your bikes up and stuff like that.
That's so the Basin is on Spring Street, and then they don't have parking there. You can't park.
It does sound like you're saying basement.
The Basin Hotel is on Spring Street, and you can't park there. So you take your bike down at the bottom of the hill, and they have actual corrals, like a building with gates that you put your bike in, and they lock the gates. so you can't get into the bites. And then they allow you to get your luggage, and then they drive you up to the hotel. Pretty cool experience. We've done it a million times. Also, and then at the Crescent, it's at the top of the hill in Eureka, and they have parking just for motorcycles right there in the front. We were there two weekends ago. We went over there and ate and hung out with our buddies. So, like Steph was saying, they're very biker friendly. I've already talked to them. They're looking forward to it. They have a new bar there at the Basin Hotel, and we'll be able to go in there and get a little. It's super cool. It's like a cigar bar type. It's badass. They just got it done a few months ago. So they'll let us get in there and get a little rowdy. They got a balcony that you can go out on, and you can see Spring Street. And there's other bars down through there too. We got a good friend over there. She has one too, White Rabbit.
Yes,
Missy.
I was going to say one thing about the Crescent Hotel, though. Awesome view, of course.
Wow.
Badass. But it is one of the most haunted hotels in the nation. I mean, it's like badass, crazy, fun. But they have all kinds of events. So, like, if you are a member or if you're a guest there at the hotel, they have axe throwing. They have disc golf. They have a pool. They have crazy stuff.
Yeah,
Fun.
and
They'll keep you busy.
they have baseball. So if the ladies, maybe that dude, maybe me, I want a pedicure or
Nice.
yeah, pedicure,
You're
manicure.
You're due for one.
Yeah. So they have the baseballs and stuff like that as well. We're going to go over and check that out. We'd already done that actually. We're going to do a video about that. So they're gonna they have a lot of amenities that you can get into.
Amenities.
A
lot of stuff on the itinerary.
Yeah. So you guys can go check that out too. And you guys can message them if you guys, ask any kind of questions. Just
both have restaurants on site.
Mm-hmm. Oh God. Okay, so the Crescent, we were over there, like I said, a couple of weekends ago, and they have fucking good pizza.
I know.
I'm not just saying either. A lot of people are, oh, it's good. No, I mean, their shit is good. I love their pizza.
Yes.
I want it now. And then the Basement, they also have a restaurant in there, and you can eat out on the deck, on the balcony. Really badass. And there, like I said, there's some.
And it's walking to everything. It's downtown.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's badass.
Pretty badass. Jinx.
On my coat.
I said jinx.
I said you're on my coat. Okay, guys. I know we've been on here for, holy shit, 2 hours and 7 minutes and 23 seconds. Wow. Amazing.
Yes.
Okay.
I am starving. I haven't had dinner yet, and I get a little grouchy.
You get hangry? I get gassy. Hey, Tate, thanks for that chat, dude. The thumbs up. Thank you, God. Thank you. Okay, guys. I guess that kind of sums everything up. You guys need anything for us, message us. We'll be out on the road next week. Hang on. Come along with us and share our journey. Yeah, we can't wait to show it off and show what we get into and see what it's like to go out into the new Corona afterwards.
I know.
It's going to be something. All right, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in and chatting. And I've had a lot of fun tonight. Thank you so much for the super chat, super stickers. Thank you and welcome to all the new members and all the members that are out there, the ornery asses. Steph and I can't tell you how much that means to us. I love seeing what you guys are doing. Keep on doing it. Let us know what we're doing. Post it. Make the most out of every mile, and we want to see it.
Yes.
And with that being said,
stay on.
Y'all stay on.